let's start with the definition. What is the dark web? Yes. So as per the definition of Wikipedia, darknet or is an overlay network that is protocol that can be accessed only by using specific hardware configurations or authorization, and often uses a unique customized communication protocol. So to create the darknet, you does not need to create any other kind of network based on the TCP/IP protocol. Just it's create an overlay network, and the protocol executes it on the top of that. Dark web derives from the definition of darknet. It is a World Wide Web list of websites contents that exist over the darknet. And similar with these two words, darknet and dark web, one other word is being parallelly used, that is deep web. Many people often confused means what is dark web and what is the deep web. So over the internet, whatever publicly accessible, whatever our search engine can search and crawl it, that is called as surface web, like our Wikipedia, Bing accounts, Amazon, Wired, The Guardians. So all the public data available over the internet is called as surface web, and the data which are not publicly accessible, which cannot be searched by any search engines, that comes under deep web. There are a lot of data which are kept behind this surface web, like medical record, subscription information, government resources, legal documents, financial record, and scientific reports. So it is estimated that there are billions of data which exist even means behind the internet. And dark web is the part of deep web, which as I defined earlier, which uses a specific protocol to deliver its resources. So the history of darknet begins from 1970s. In that time, it was very common word, like those things which was not the part of ARPANET. Nowadays it is called as internet. Those things was referred as darknet for security purposes, and its purpose was the US Department wanted to develop a anonymized and encrypted network that would protect the sensitive communication of US spies. They wanted that if we are communicating, then this communication should not be revealed to anyone. The ultimate goal, the anonymization and encryption, could not be fully realized, and later multiple people started developing alternative ideas based on this concept, and they have developed multiple projects to provide anonymity and private communication to the users. So there are two things. One is privacy, and the other thing is anonymity. Can a user achieve these two properties if he is accessing the internet or he is communicating over? Individual can have control over their data, means whatever information being collected by the service provider, user should have a control that whether he should share his data or not. Nowadays, data privacy is considered as one of the very significant things. It becomes more significance after the introduction of GDPR and the proposed Personal Data Protection Bill of India. then user wants that he can achieve user privacy and data privacy. User information be collected as minimum as possible, and data privacy means data belongs to users. He can achieve maximum level of privacy while he's communicating to the internet. The second property any user or any organization to achieve is anonymity. If I am visiting any website or I am using internet, so should my user identity should be revealed or not? Any person wants that his identity should not be revealed while he is communicating to the internet. Anonymity on the internet applies to any interaction a user has on the internet that protect his or her identity from being shared with another user or with a third party. So like different type, user anonymity or service anonymity. Service means whatever services I am getting through the internet should be anonymous. I will discuss both, how we can achieve user anonymity and how we can provide service anonymity.